Elephants trudged through the jungles of eastern Cambodia at the weekend, delivering ballot boxes ahead of an election on Sunday. But the country is also almost certainly lumbering towards a foregone conclusion. That is an extension of the ruling Cambodian People's Party's nearly 4 decades in power. Aside from Prime Minister Hun Sen's CPP, 17 parties are competing, but most are obscure and none have the clout to challenge the ruling party. The CPP won all 125 seats in the National Assembly at the last election in 2018. A repeat of that is expected. And that's because notably absent from the poll is a major opposition party. The CPP encountered the biggest challenge to its rule in the 2013 election. It won less than half the votes, closely followed by the newly formed Cambodia National Rescue Party. 9 months before the 2018 election, CNRP was dissolved for an alleged plot to overthrow Hun Sen's government. Large numbers of opposition figures fled into exile. Hundreds were convicted of crimes, mostly in absentia, in mass trials.
29 July 2018 marked the death of democracy in Cambodia.
From CNRP's ashes rose the Candlelight Party. But its members have endured a campaign of intimidation and harassment, according to human rights groups. The party was disqualified from this election on a technicality. Candlelight Party spokesperson Kim Sol-Pirit questions how the election can be called free and fair without the participation of his party.
As you can see in this boring election campaign, ordinary people can see through it, which is so much different from the previous election that has the strong opposition participation. It's boring like soup in a cooking pot, with no ingredients.
But the CPP does have support. Here's spokesperson Sok Ae San touting its record in maintaining peace, political stability and societal development. That, following the 1970s Khmer Rouge genocide and ensuing civil war, remains the CPP's biggest selling point, particularly in rural areas. They have seen a relative transformation, as under Hun Sen, Cambodia achieved middle-income status. There have been improvements in health, education and infrastructure, and the textile sector has boomed. But in terms of the election, Hun Sen has shown a disregard for international concerns. His long-running crackdown is most likely a move to ensure a smooth path for his eldest son to succeed him. Hun Manet makes his debut in Sunday's vote. He needs to win a legislative seat to be eligible for Prime Minister. On Thursday, Hun Sen said his son could become premier within a month of the election. Little is known about Hun Manet's vision for Cambodia. The 45-year-old, educated at universities in the US and the UK, has kept a low international profile and rarely gives interviews. His transition to power will be closely watched abroad to see whether his experiences overseas will lead to a shift in the authoritarian status quo and an improved relationship with the West.